Hey guys, it's Stan here from Getaway Outdoors and Balcata. Just giving you guys a quick rundown of our gas ballooning rigs. Now, there's many variations, there's so many different hook options as well, but I like to show you how I like to rig my gas ballooning baits, my rigs, sorry, preferably for mackerel, tuna, cobia, your pelagics, generally what you're going for. So the hooks you can use, there's endless. So bulk packs are generally the better way to go, more affordable. So you got BKK tenos, got them in the black, got them in the silver. Your other options are the Kumho O'Shanassy's. Really good hook, nice and sharp. If you want to go that bit more fancy, you have got the Beastly Cats. They do get expensive after a while, but they're a very strong hook. I like to run a treble on the bottom of them. You can just run four just big hooks as well. That's another quick and simple option, but personally I like to run a treble. Just gives you that little bit more of advantage, I think, anyway. And treble wise, you got the Vipers from the BKK, the Raptors are really good, got the big owners, and the more affordable, the VMCs. So a couple of treble options as well. You don't have to run treble, but I personally do, and I personally like the bigger ones just because the hook points are bigger. So a bit more preference. Generally going to be running a squid skirt on top and some pretty large swivels, to be honest with you. So, and wire-wise, anything minimum 100-pound plus. So I've got a 100-pound Lockweld here. I'm out of stock of the 150, but I'd be using 150 nylon coated as well. You've got the Shogun in 125. And for today's episode, I'll be using what I prefer most is the 62 kilo 7-strand. So this comes in a 300-meter roll. So if there's a few of you guys going on a big trip, this is what I'll take up. So I'm using about 1.2 meters of about 62 kilo, which is 168 pounds, pretty sure. Now we start off with putting a double barrel crimp on. These are 0.13 mil to suit the thickness of the wire. So I generally run two. So I slide them down on the line. Get them on there. Slide them down on the line first. You got your one. You got your two. So you're starting off at the treble end first. So two crimps are on there first. Starting off with the treble on the bottom, literally sliding it on, and we're going to do a Flemish die. So you're literally doing a little knot. So I twist it once, back through itself again. So two twists inside the knot. Just ensures if the crimps do fail or do slip, this is the first thing that pulls down. So there's your Flemish die, you pull it all the way up. Nice, neat little knot. So that's the first thing that goes, tightens down before your crimps will. I like running two just because personal preference. You don't have to run two. I'm just sliding them down. I like to leave a little gap in between and then start crimping. So on your crimping tool, you've got a number of settings, anywhere from 0.1 to 2.2. So pretty big crimps. And you generally want to crush double barrels, flat with each other, not across, generally back onto themselves. So I'm putting this in the number, what is this? 0.5 to 1. I like them a little bit tighter than usual. So putting them in between, just like that there. And I start off with going directly in the middle of the crimp first. Squeeze. Same thing with the second one. Directly in the middle. Squeeze. And just work the edges. Just neatens it up just a little bit. Makes it all nice and smooth. And the tag end, it doesn't really matter because that's not going to affect nothing. You can cut that if you want. You don't have to. So now onto the hooks. That's the bottom of your rig done. We're using 3 Teno BKK hooks. Strong, sharp, and pretty cheap for what they are when they come in a 50 pack. So it's like snelling everything else. So you grab your hook, go the back of the shank first, and you're just feeding it on. Sliding that all the way down. I go by the size of your baits. So generally the baits you're using are around sort of 30 centimeters, 25 to 30 centimeters. So from memory, I like to put a little bit of a gap in between my fingers when I grab them. So nice and down, nice and straight. Grab one bit of the line, the wire, sorry, and then just go back over it. Just like you're snelling for mulloway or snapper, same principle. I go about 6 or 7 turns, grabbing the tag end of the motor, holding it with your finger so the knot doesn't come undone, sliding it back up the same way you put it through. I like to give it a little pull, cinch it down, and that's it. That's your first hook. So it's as simple as repeating for the other two. Quickly get that done. Sliding it back down. I like to leave a little bit of a gap. Just the size of the bait is going to determine how big you gap your hooks out as well. So in the channel, same principle again. Hold. Back through. Same again. So you've got your treble on the bottom, your 3 big 10-0 hooks. So that's perfect for your guardies, your snook, your mullet, tailor if you really want to as well. That's your hook section done. Now we're just going to chuck on squid skirts. So big as possible I like the 170s or the 190s. In my personal opinion, this is only for you to see. So you can see this bait 300 out, 400 out, skipping because of this. That's the only reason why. I don't think a mackerel is going to be able to, hit that per se. It's more or less for you to see that your bait's working perfectly 300 out. So we just slide it on normally, all the way down to your hooks. And then we have the swivel end. So same principle again, we're using 2 crimps. Like I said, you don't have to use 2 crimps. So, same thing as what you did with the treble. We're doing a Flemish die. Not once. Not again twice. I'm putting it. Oh, that's a little sloppy. Come on. So there's your little Flemish die. Plain and simple. You're sliding these 2 crimps down and doing the exact same with the treble. So leave a little bit of a gap. Grab your crimpers, same as usual. Number 2 setting, right in the middle. Just finish the ends off. And that is it. So your length of wire, swivel, 2 crimps, big squid skirt, 3 10-0 BKKs, down to I think it's a 3-0 BKK Raptor treble, and your length of 1.20 m, 62 kilo wire. So any pelagics that's going to come along, doesn't matter, come along, hit that. You got all hook exposures. Yeah, very, very easy way to go and very easy rig per se. It's just a over the top muller whale snapper rig technically, just with wire. So just a quick rundown, guys. Cheers.